Hey y'all, sorry, trying to get situated here, make sure this camera is straight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Michelle Harvey here, also known as Hippie Oil Chick with Happily Oily After. And I felt really convicted to come on and share with you guys a book that I have read that has been extremely instrumental in just helping me appreciate Young Living and the business and the oils even more so than I already did. And especially now that D. Gary Young has passed away, and it's affected us all profoundly because there's a story behind every product that he has created. There's every single product I look at in my house and use, there's an intimate story there. There's a connection with Gary. There's a story that he told us at convention. There's a story of how the product has impacted my life. I apologize for that. There's a story that needs to be told of Young Living and D. Gary Young. And without further ado, I'm going to share the book. Many of you guys may have already read it, but it's called D. Gary Young, The World Leader in Essential Oils. This book, I want to say it goes for $25 on Young Living in your virtual office. I can't even believe it's that inexpensive. It is a full coffee table colored images book. Half of it is photographs, which is just a historical, pretty much a historical timeline. Gary didn't even want Mary wrote this book. I mean, she had it edited, but she spent painstaking hours compiling photos from over the years, from the 80s, from Gary's trips to France, where he studied under the French aromatherapists, like the masters of the French aromatherapy world. She spent years finding all of the photos and getting everything kind of put in a chronological order. I'll tell you this, when I joined Young Living and I began using the products, I was halfway skeptical, halfway open-minded, and they blew me away. And I was like, wow, these products work, they're good, yada yada yada. I don't need to become a cult member, okay? I don't need to like be obsessed with these products and obsessed with Gary Young. In fact, I didn't actually really love Gary because I believed a lot of the things that I read on the internet about him, like on quackwatch.com and all these dumb like places. I don't even know if that's the place or whatever, but it was awful. I read all this stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is awful. Well, I went and heard him speak at convention, and the guy I saw on stage like I saw his soul, was completely different from the man that I had in my mind. I mean, just this rich, raw human being. And so I kind of started drinking the Kool-Aid at that point. But this book, just written I think last year, maybe the year before, it chronicles Young Living from the very beginning, but it really talks about our seed to seal in detail, which is what sets us apart. And it talks about the quality and what goes into creating our oils. I'll tell you, I hear every now and then the objection that our oils or our products are too expensive, which number one, they're extremely concentrated. So we don't sell you water, we sell you the concentrated version, so they last forever and you don't need a whole bunch to get the effect that you're looking for. But number two, when I started reading what goes into producing our oils, I started thinking that they don't charge enough for them. I don't know what the profit margin is. I don't know that there's a whole lot of profit margin. I think it's more of trying to get these amazing products into the home of as many people as possible, which is why we have the wholesale membership. But this book here, I guarantee you, if you're anything like me, you will thirst for it, you will hunger for it, you will finish it within a week or so, depending on how fast you read and how much you want to get into it, because half of it is pictures. But I believe that every single Young Living member, or anyone getting into essential oils and wanting to learn more, needs to read this book. Especially now that Gary is gone. You need to read this book. $25. Heck, if you want to read it and you don't want to pay the $25, I will buy the book for you. if you're in my organization, okay? Let me know. If you are short on the $25 cash, but you wanna read it, I will loan mine out or buy you one. That's how much I believe in this book, this particular book right here. So please, please, please let me know if you are interested in it. Hit me up with questions about what exactly, I mean, I try to do a good job of explaining of why I think that this is so important for everybody to read, but it is the legacy of our company. It is the legacy of our company. And going forward, everybody thought we were fervent before. Oh, you people are so crazy, you into all your oils. You thought we were fervent before. We're gonna be even more so. We're carrying the torch into the future. Yeah, next video should be in that pool. I know, I'm about to start sweating, so if it wasn't for the shade of these beautiful trees, I probably would be in that pool. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this with your team members. Encourage them to get and read this book. So, so important. Please, please, please read this book. Love you guys. Have a great afternoon.